Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about a guy named Thomas Walford. That's Walford. And if Olive Todd Coffin is my fifth generation ancestor on my father's side, Thomas Walford along the same line is the 13th generation, so he's 8 generations further. And Thomas and his wife Jane, they lived in the early 1600s. In fact, Thomas is born around 1599 and lives till about 1666. And both of them they get married in England. And around 1623, which means he's 24 years old at that time, they immigrate to New England and part of what is called the Robert Gorges Plantation. And what Robert Gorges did was, like a lot of the investors of that time, is they would put together a group of people that wanted to come to the New World, and they try and settle it and make it a profitable enterprise. Well, Robert Gorges was ridiculous, a dismal failure. And in fact, within the first year that he was there, everybody left and went back to England, with the exception of a couple of three people. One of them was our great-great-great-great-great-grandparent, Thomas Walford, and he stayed around. And what he did was he and his wife they got a grant from Robert Gorges, and they moved further up. They were in the Charles River Basin, right around the Boston area, and they moved up and they became the very first European settlers to reside in what would be today known as Charlestown. So they're the very first people that settled in Charlestown, and that's around 1623, 1624. He was a blacksmith by trade as well as a fur trader, and got along with the native populations very well, and lived there with his wife, surviving. And around 1628, when more settlers started to come to that area, he welcomed them in. And for his kindness, in 1629, he was asked to leave the Charlestown community, which had gotten further along by then. He was asked to leave because he was an Episcopal and Episcopalian, and the new settlers were Puritans, and so they were much stricter. And they told Thomas and his wife Jane that they had to leave, so they did. So they moved up to the Portsmouth area, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and they resided there for the remainder of their life. He was very successful and prosperous in the Newcastle and Portsmouth area, and went from there. The only thing that's interesting, other than the fact that he did lead a very prosperous life, is that his wife Jane was oftentimes she was accused of witchcraft on 3 and 4 different occasions, and the historical accounts have numerous situations that they outline where various peoples living in the Portsmouth area accused her of various acts of witchcraft, causing fire, killing cows, that types of things. However, each and every time that she was accused of witchcraft, the court found her innocent. So that's the story on Thomas Walford and his wife Jane, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.